So, welcome back, YouTubers, to the second part of our WrestleMania review, and where better to start this review video, part 2 video, with probably the best match of the night, or definitely the best match of the night, in our opinion, which was the Undertaker Triple H match. Now, the first thing I want to say about this is, why wasn't this the main event?
Saying this was the main event, I'm saying, like, this was an awesome match. I'm not going to take it away, but back in the day, there was the Royal Rumble would get the main event, the Royal Rumble winner. But this one, I'm just
got the opener.
Yeah, but this match, this deserved to be the main event.
Yeah.
But WWE wanted to make Cena headline WrestleMania.
Oh god, let's not get you started on Cena.
Not yet.
What about Triple H's entrance? I was very impressed by the entrance. It was very creative by WWE to do something like that.
And I'm glad they didn't. I'm not taking away from Metallica. I'm glad they didn't stick to that. I'm glad it transformed back to the game, the song we all loved him to have.
Now, this match itself, you know, it wasn't the best wrestling match, but there were some really, really, really good spots in this match and really good moments, which I think I'll remember for a long time.
Such as Triple H putting
Spinebuster, wasn't it?
Take through the announce.
Yeah,
I think it was the
Spanish announce table using the Spinebuster. Oh my god, that was a really good moment. You had Undertaker diving out of the ring onto Triple H as well.
There was that moment.
You had that WrestleMania moment there, which he seemingly does every year.
There was one of the best things that stand out that match is Triple H doing the tombstone.
Yeah, Triple H did the tombstone. Couldn't get the 3 count. Triple H did everything he could. He said he would die trying to end the streak,
and he did die.
He did. He literally probably did, because he did 3 pedigrees. He did his tombstone and all sorts of chair shots, and he still couldn't keep the Undertaker down.
The thing is, the sad thing talk about weapons. He brought in a sledgehammer and it weren't used. I was like so disappointed with that. Triple H's little friend, he didn't get to use it.
But can I just say, the best thing about this match, right? It's not the wrestling or anything. It's just the fact that, you know, you had the streak there, and you know, you had Triple H, who could have legitimately ended it.
He could have.
But they carried on with it, and you know, and Triple H kept kicking. Not Triple H. The Undertaker kept kicking out of everything that Triple H gave to him, which just goes to show how important this streak actually is.
And to be honest, the length of the match, it weren't the longest matches, which makes sense.
I thought it went on for a good 20 minutes or so.
To be honest, I felt it could have gone on longer.
I felt they could have as well, but it looked like they were pretty bloody tired at the end. You could tell that these two guys were putting everything out there. You could just tell, couldn't you, by how tired they were. And of course they were a bit injured. Let's not forget that Taker has not fully recovered yet from his injuries.
He looked really bad after the match.
Yeah,
really bad. I'm not even sure he was faking that. He looked
Taker
really
did look legitimately injured after that match, and I'm not surprised, because, you know, like you said, he put everything into that match, and it was a really, really, really good match. You know, it wasn't a quick match, but there were so many moments in that match. Triple H doing his pedigrees. You know, Undertaker doing a couple of last rides. They put everything on the line, and that is what is so special about this match. Wouldn't you agree?
I think, yeah, Triple H kicking out last rides and choke slams. I thought it was great.
I just can't believe he did the tombstone, man. I was really surprised.
I love that. And plus,
Triple H doing the tombstone.
Talk about after the match quickly. Triple H looked concerned, but the referees were saying no, go. But Triple H actually looked concerned.
Can I just say, right? For the whole of WrestleMania, I was very disappointed. My body language just was so negative until this match. This match, you know, for me was the best match of the night, and you know, it really lightened my mood up a lot, because, as you know, throughout WrestleMania, I was just disappointed with everything.
Yeah, I just couldn't keep with it. I was watching it because I'm a wrestling fan. I love it, but I just watching it going next.
Yeah,
next.
I was exactly the same. Genuinely disappointed until I got to this match, but it was really emotional to see genuine concern from Triple H after the match, and Undertaker having to go off on a stretcher.
There was one disappointment. Where was Shawn Michaels?
Yeah, we didn't see Shawn Michaels, which is kind of weird after his appearance on Raw. We thought he might turn up.
He said, "I'm sorry." I was thinking he'll come back and do whatever he was sorry he couldn't do.
And in the preview show, we said that there could have been some surprises, but there really wasn't any surprises. You know, and even when we go into these next two matches, no surprises really. There was nothing there that really stood out in WrestleMania. Apart, you know, this match as a whole did, but nothing which you can point to and say this was great. Apart from this whole match itself, because it was that good.
It was.
Have you got anything else to say about this match? Being a big Triple H fan.
I love Triple H, and I'm hoping he does have the strength to go to Raw and probably make a speech for Taker, who sadly I don't think is going to be there.
Yeah, so Undertaker is 19-0. He's kept the streak alive, which means that that's more marketability for WWE there for their next WrestleMania, of course. Okay, so after that epic match, we have to take a deep breath. Because the next match was one of the matches we weren't looking forward to. We were going to use this match as our toilet break, which was very ironic, which is very good because I actually needed a piss and before the main event, which so it was a good time to have the match. We had Dolph Ziggler and LayCool versus Snookie, Trish Stratus and John Morrison, and the first thing I want to say is why the fuck was this match before the main event? Why was this before the main event?
When this was asked earlier, my nickname for this match is the women's match, because to be honest it was more about the women than Dolph and Morrison, and I'm just thinking that overall it weren't exciting, but Becky didn't get involved, that was one thing. And the other thing is Snookie actually wrestled. She didn't just do a pin, she actually wrestled, which I thought, I wasn't expecting this, go her.
But you didn't see Dolph and Morrison, and you just think to yourself, these guys are great wrestlers, and you just saw nothing of them. You saw a lot of Trish, and Trish did look pretty good in the ring, but you did not see much of Morrison and Ziggler, and that was a big disappointment for me. I really wanted to see them two go at it a little bit.
Well, they had their moments, but I think, to be honest, to make up for it, again, everything's depending on Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping on Raw we get to see what we missed at WrestleMania.
Probably, and I mean, we all knew Snookie would get the win and probably get the pin as well, as she's the celebrity. But overall, this match disappointed me once again. I did like the finish, but it's just it didn't go on for long enough, and they couldn't build up a story, using that time. It just didn't work.
And the hope I have now is she does not come to Raw. I really don't want Snookie on Raw.
No, neither do I. But yeah, Snookie gets the pin. She does quite a good. She does like a backflip. And then on to McCool for the win. It was a good way to end the match. Don't get me wrong.
Trish has taught her well.
Trish has taught her well, but it was just a bad match, as we predicted it would be.
We did.
Right. Okay then. Is that all you got to say about that match?
Yeah, we spoke a bit too much about it than I was expecting, but there we go.
It was because we have genuine disconcern. That's because we have genuine disconcern for this match because it sucked so much.
True.
But anyway, let's go on to the main event, which we will call the main event, because we don't think it should have been the main event because it was fucking shit. We had Cena versus Miz for the title. We had great entrances. The entrances and the video packages before the match were good.
Cena's one, to be honest, I was getting out of it. I just thought, we had opera.
Yeah, but at least it was something different to what we usually got.
We went from army kind of men, or navy, whatever you call them, to opera, and then this video of Cena making where he was saying, I was just out of it. I wasn't paying much attention.
But I mean, the reason I liked it was because it was something a little bit different, special for the occasion. But the entries were okay. I thought they were pretty good. But the match itself was just like so many WrestleManias in the past. We have a match in the card that should have been the main event. Like Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair so many years ago. Shawn Michaels and Undertaker, WrestleMania 25, followed by a fucking shit main event.
The only thing I can really say about this match is you do get to see Miz dominate or fight through the match,
which is good to see.
But we did get Riley interfere sometimes.
Yeah.
But overall, Miz actually did do good in the match.
I mean, the reason why this match was so bad, in my opinion, was because nothing happened in the match which was that exciting that I can remember off the top of my head. I'm not sitting there thinking, oh yeah, Cena did that, Miz did that. It was just overall, I didn't think that in-ring chemistry was great. I couldn't get into the match. There wasn't very much crowd reaction. If anything, Cena was getting booed and Miz was getting cheered. It was just the crowd reaction was just bad. It's as if they were all wanted to leave after the Taker match.
Pretty much it. But then, obviously, it leads to an outside fight wrestling, and then they get thrown over the turnbuckle. They're both really tired, really worn out, knocked out, whatever. And the ref goes from 1 to 10.
So the match ends in a double count out, and at this moment I'm thinking, is this how you're going to end your main event at WrestleMania? But we knew that The Rock would get involved at some point.
And I'm not so big-headed, but I did predict he would not get involved in the match because he's a face. He wants to stay that way, so he comes after the match and then announces that it's going to be restarted.
Basically, he shoves the Raw GM's email away saying, it doesn't matter what you think, or something like that, and then he restarts the match. And at this point, I was thinking to myself, God, Cena's going to win this.
Yeah, Cena threw him into the ring.
Yeah.
We thought, attitude adjustment, all that.
Yeah.
Lock that.
But then our linger of hope came because our predictions were totally wrong for most of the matches. Our lingering hope came when we saw Rock doing his usual taunt outside in the ring, and he rock bottomed John Cena, and then Miz got the count. Miz got the free count.
That was awesome. I loved that. And then you see Rock staring at Miz from outside the ring.
Yeah.
It's like, almost smiled. Think that's it. I've won. And then he comes in.
He goes in and gets the Miz a people's elbow, doesn't he?
Yeah, that was awesome. Takes him down too.
That was good to see.
That has sparked probably many things after WrestleMania now.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, the Rock coming in didn't really save this match. This main event was so boring and so rubbish.
At the same time, in a way, he did save it because if he left it at double count.
If they left it at double count, yeah, but I'm saying he didn't really save the main event. It was still, I mean, they had that little moment at the end which was good, but that one moment at the end didn't really save the match as a whole, if you get what I'm saying there. It's just my opinion.
Well, to be honest, I think he's made the end of WrestleMania work.
Yeah.
He's made WrestleMania a full stop. Great.
Even though the Undertaker Triple H match should have been made.
Should have been,
in our opinion, it was by far the best match, and you always want to save your best matches till last.
Yeah, but obviously Raw's going to answer a lot of questions. That's how.
There's going to be a lot of implications on the future rivalries from this match. Could there be a Cena-Rock rivalry, of course?
Or Miz.
Or even a Miz rivalry. I personally don't see a Miz and Rock rivalry, but I more likely see a Cena-Rock rivalry because of their promos and stuff.
I don't think Miz is going to let that slide that he just got hit down by The Rock. Miz won't be like, yeah, I got hit by The Rock.
He's probably proud of it. He is awful.
And Alex Riley, where was he at the end?
Oh, he interfered in the match, didn't he, with his briefcase?
No, after the match, where was he?
I don't know, I don't have a clue.
Whatever, but again,
don't know.
That's it.
But yeah, so a very interesting end to WrestleMania. I don't think I expected them to book Rock a bit better than that, but he did what he set out to do, and that was get his revenge on John Cena and cost him the title. And
what I'm glad about Rock, he did turn up for more than one time in the event. It wasn't just like him getting involved in his match, end of. He actually appeared 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 times.
Okay, so after that, NJ, what are your overall thoughts of WrestleMania 27?
Again, as I said, it was a good event, but not the best.
Yeah.
Every match, I think there's a place for improvement.
I just want to be really honest here and say that I really wasn't that entertained through this WrestleMania. I've been hyping myself up a lot for this event because I've been really looking forward to WrestleMania over this weekend. But I wasn't very impressed by what they gave me tonight. Some of the matches. So first of all, I didn't understand their match order. Second of all, the main event sucked. They only had 1 or 2 really standout matches in there. And it's just I don't think the storytelling in some of the matches went on for long enough to be able to tell the story.
I think, as I'm going to say this for my final bit, I don't think WrestleMania is the end to much of those rivalries.
Yeah. Although you'd usually think that WrestleMania would be the end because that is the last event of the calendar year in WrestleMania in WWE.
But every match, door's been left open.
Yeah.
So
that is good to see. There are going to be continuing rivalries and stuff, but I don't think WrestleMania did well as an end to the year, biggest event kind of thing.
No, for a 4 hour, I was hoping more surprises, more a return and music. We didn't really have a lead singer during the event.
Well, at least we didn't have Justin Bieber, which was fucking good to see.
That was great. I was really hoping at him. I was like, no.
So anyway, what would you give out of 10? What would you give? Because we've never really done this before. Out of 10, what would you give this WrestleMania?
Me? Cool. I've not actually done this. You just said, yeah.
Well, I would give it a 5.
Mine would be a bit higher. I think 6.
Okay, so you'd give it a 6. I'd be a 4 or 5. I think many people out there might agree with us on that on those ratings, maybe.
I think.
But yeah, main thing here. What did you guys think of WrestleMania? Put your comments below of what you thought of WrestleMania and how good or bad you thought the show was. You've seen our opinions, so we want to hear your opinions. That is pretty much it from us for our WrestleMania review, and we hope to speak to you soon. We look forward to Raw tomorrow night and giving you our Raw review, so thank you very much for watching this WrestleMania review, and goodbye.